Right now, somewhere in the world, the sun is setting. And just after that last flash of daylight has disappeared, strange creatures are making their way into the sea. In what appears to be some strange form of reverse evolution, these creatures feel compelled to return to the sea. What draws them to these cold, dark waters at night? Let's follow some of them and see if we can discover the reasons why. Tonight we are in British Columbia, Canada, not far from Vancouver. While most humans are enjoying the warmth of their homes, this group of divers have donned their dry suits and are venturing into the 40-degree waters. So, what's the draw? Well, the currents are strong and the visibility is very poor. But the water here is a soup of life. It's very rich with plankton, which explains the poor visibility, and also why there is so much marine life in this region. Everything is eating something. The anemones here are the largest in the world. They too are seeking out a meal at night. The prawns around here are abundant, and at night they venture to the shallows in search of food and friends. But not everything here is small. Sometimes the divers stumble across something much larger. This is the giant Pacific octopus, the largest octopus in the world. A chance to come across one of these magnificent creatures is just one reason why some of these divers visit these waters at night. But about 4,000 miles away is a place where the water is much warmer and the wetsuits are much thinner. This is Bonaire, the land of flamingos, convenient shore diving, and tons of salt. Literally tons. Here they evaporate seawater to make salt, which is then scooped up and loaded onto ships waiting at the salt pier. After the sun sets, the divers gather here to explore. The attraction is the vivid marine life accumulating on the pilings. Sponges, corals, and all colors of life encrust the columns. Occasionally, divers get lucky and see the flash of a feeding tarpon as well. The salt pier in Bonaire is one of those must-do dives if you happen to be in the area. But about 6,000 miles away, out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, is an island with black sandy beaches. This is the Big Island of Hawaii. Here on the Kona coast, when the sun goes down, divers embark on what is called a blackwater dive. The dive boat heads straight offshore, about 3 miles. When they reach water about 7,000 feet deep, the engine is cut and the boat drifts. The divers then suit up and jump into the black water, tethered to the boat. They marvel at the creatures which rise from the depths, drawn to the moonlight. The area that you see here is about the size of a business card, and they say that many of the creatures seen during this dive have never been identified. So there you are, under the boat, about 40 feet deep, with no bottom in sight, watching the little creatures drift by. And making sure not to let go of your camera. It's a long way to the bottom. But the Blackwater dive is not the main event on the Kona coast at night. The big show takes place in a cove much closer to shore. Here, several dive boats have gathered, and the groups of divers are all settled on the bottom. They are waiting for the main actors to arrive. The Manta Rays come here every night, drawn to the dive lights. The lights attract the plankton, and mantas eat plankton. Some of these creatures are as large as 16 feet wide. Individuals can be identified by their unique markings on their underside. This one is named Shaka. Directly overhead, on the surface, a flotilla of snorkelers have arrived. All are clinging to their illuminated surfboards. Lights from the snorkelers from above combine with the divers' lights on the bottom, forming an illuminated water column called the campfire. Everyone was hoping to catch a glimpse of the big fish around the campfire, and tonight, no one was disappointed. So, as we have seen, the two-legged land creatures that venture each night into the sea do so for several reasons. And every night, the mantas come here to feed as well. Perhaps the divers and the mantas are here for the same simple reason. They both enjoy it. What do you think?